Hi. After reading, this is our new discussion about Hurricane Katrina. After reading the article and watching the videos, um, after reading the information and seeing the videos and the pictures, there does seem to be some issue that is tied to race, and it is good that we brought up this sensitive topic because this topic has been the um the fuel to a lot of people's fires for so long dealing with race. And regardless, if regardless of how it made you feel positive or negative, as counselors, we have to be able to be there for our clients. That way they can express how they feel and get the treatment and help they need. It's not our job to judge them for whatever decision they make. It's our job to, to help find them ways to cope or, rebuild from the situations. A lot of people may say, it doesn't seem like it was a racist thing. But then a lot of people may say it doesn't seem like it was a classism thing. It just depends on the aspects of how you look at it. From looking at the video and from looking at the pictures did portray kind of a racial thing. From the people going to the store, one boy was looting, and then the other couple they were finding food, and I'm like, what's the difference? How do we know they all weren't together? We have to take responsibility for the images we see, and we just can't run off the information we got from somebody else. This discussion is fair because it provides education and enlightenment about both sides, because for most people, they may not be exposed to racism, so they may not understand the concepts and what racism actually is. Versus classism, a lot of people may say, oh well, if they weren't such a poor group, then everybody would have been saved. If that's not necessarily the case, because regardless of you being rich or poor, if the government would have initiated, their protocol, they would have came in there and evacuated everybody out regardless. When it comes to saving lives, you don't say, "Oh, let's save all the rich people." Oh, sorry, we can't save all the poor people. It's not that kind of stuff, futuristic stuff of you go to live in a space station and everything like that. Um, for this situation, I view it. I'm kind of on the fence. It is, in a sense, I can see where the people are coming from, Dylan, saying that it's racism, but then again, I can see where everybody's coming from saying it's classism. That goes back to being educated, and just because you may have a certain amount of money doesn't necessarily mean you deal with classism, because there's a lot of rich people that stayed as well. They didn't want to leave their valuables, and those valuables are what got them killed, or made them lose their home, because there's no need for you to have all this money and all these valuables, but you're dead. But then for the government to take so long for this situation, that didn't reflect too well either. And a lot of people may say, the president, he doesn't like black people, but if you're not exposed to certain groups, ethnic groups, or certain groups in general, then that is going to put you in the sense of not being as educated. So your response time, or your reaction time, may be a little bit delayed. And when that's delayed, it may bring up the questions of, okay, why did this happen? Now, the thing that bothers me the most is, for it to happen, why did it take 3 days? I can see, first day, yeah. Then, you should have acted on the second day, but not on, it shouldn't have took you 3 days to, finally react to want to save these people's lives. Last question: do you believe cultural identity affects the way you perceive this event? I do believe it does play a part, but at the same time, just because what I perceive doesn't mean somebody else will perceive the same thing. We have to go back and get all the information, get all the facts. You just can't look at a picture or look at a news article and get mad. You're gonna have to do your own research, because the way these journalists and artists and photographers write and take pictures, they take pictures to make money. They take pictures to have conversations. If somebody sparks an outrage and their picture gets posted on every blog site, every newscast, of course they're gonna get famous from that. They're gonna be known as a controversial artist. And even though that's not what society is about, that's what some people how some people make their money. All right, that's my 2 cents. See you later.